As we get you ready for game three between Charlotte FC and Orlando City, we bring on MLS analyst for Apple TV, Sacha Kljestan, former MLS All-Star, United States Olympian, Best 11 team member. Sacha, thanks for joining me. Before we turn the page to game three, can you just indulge us in a moment and speak about game two and, from your perspective, what it meant for this franchise as it continues to grow in MLS?
Yeah, game two was awesome. It was a beautiful moment for the city of Charlotte. I think for the league of Major League Soccer to see, great fan support, an awesome moment that meant something to all the fans, to all the players, and to the club. I've got a personal connection with Charlotte. I played in the very first Charlotte FC game when I was on LA Galaxy, and to see the fan support throughout that city, during the couple of days that we were there, I thought it was awesome. So the club deserved that moment. Now they got to back it up and go on the road and win this one.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on game three? Charlotte's got to leave that great home field advantage and haven't scored in regulation yet. I think we've kind of overlooked that after the joy of Friday night.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to break down Orlando City. Orlando City is very organized, great defensive team. Very similar to Charlotte in the way that they defend. They don't leave a lot of space for you to attack. They don't leave a lot of space for transition moments. So set pieces become very important for me. That's somewhere where I think Charlotte can attack is, corner kicks, wide free kicks, things like that with good delivery into the box. Use your big players, try to get your head on something, often in a tight match in the playoffs when the margins are very thin. Set pieces become a very important part.
Obviously, I mean, no doubt getting Pep Biel back for game three will help Charlotte in that third. How do you think they should? What do you think of Dean Smith's kind of management of Biel, Swiderski, Aguimong has gone so far, and what would you like to see on Saturday night?
I think Pep Biel will help the attack a lot. You have to have your most quality players on the field. I would stick with Ajuman up front. I think he adds a little bit something different than what Karol Swiderski brings to the team as being an out-and-out striker. There's a thin line that I think Charlotte has to tiptoe on being too aggressive and being too conservative. We know that they're a conservative team. We know they stay organized. They don't throw a ton of numbers into attack. So they have to find that balance of getting it right, of maybe, Byrne on the right back position. Can he join the attack and try to put crosses in the box? Can a midfielder make those second line runs and try to join the attack a little bit more? They have to find a way to put more pressure on Orlando City, while not giving up anything at the back like they've done all season.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, this is a team that has been built from back to front, but is it kind of time to just pepper everything you can to try to get on the board, especially early?
No, they can't go away from who they are, right?
Yeah.
Like this is who they were built to be. And let's be honest, if it stays 0-0, you've still got a great shot at winning in penalties with, the best goalkeeper in the league this year in Christian Kalina. So I don't think we're going to see anything crazy out of Charlotte. That's why they've got to just tiptoe that line. They have to
Okay.
recognize when is the moment to make this attack and when is the moment to just continue playing the way that they've played all season.
And since you mentioned him, that's a hot button issue here. Is he one of the best three goalkeepers in the league, or is he the best? In your mind, do you think Kalina will take home goalkeeper of the year in the league, and why do you think that is?
Yeah, in 2024, I think Kalina is the goalkeeper of the year. I think he was the best goalkeeper in the league. He backed it up with having the best defense in the Eastern Conference with the least goals against. He's come up with the big play time and time again. I even think back to decision day 2023, 0-0, I think it was late in the game. He needed to make a big save. He made it. So when you are a defender or a midfielder and you have that brick wall at the back that's going to come up with the big save, it makes you play with more confidence. And I think Kalina has done that for Charlotte this season. He's been the best goalkeeper in MLS.
And he's been a stalwart here since you played against them in that inaugural match. But Dean Smith is still relatively new to the city, but he's helped this club make great strides. What do you think he has done to get this club further than it's ever been in its still young existence?
Yeah, two things for me. First of all, it's organization and discipline. So he's got the guys defending in a way that has you in every game. This team's never going to get blown out. They're always going to be in a game. They defend tough as nails, and that always gives you a starting point. The second thing for me is belief. He's got the guys bought into the way that the team is going to play. He's got everybody on the same page. And I think it's been fun to watch to see a team who's more organized on the defensive side, but has a real passion for being tough to play against and a real style of play. So I think he's done a very good job. I had my question marks about Dean Smith because we've seen a lot of foreign coaches come into MLS, underestimate the league, and kind of be blown away by either the competition or the roster rules and mechanisms. And I think he's come in here with an open mind and done a fantastic job.
Last question. Dean and the boys can't look ahead, but we can a little bit, and we'll be watching the scoreboard if Charlotte does indeed win game 3. What do you think of that Atlanta-Miami match? Because that will obviously have implications on the winner of this series.
Definitely. Listen, Inter Miami is for sure the biggest favorite to win MLS Cup. I thought they were going to blow Atlanta out of the water in 2 games. So I have to give Atlanta a lot of respect. You know, they're playing with a lot of belief right now. Backs against the wall type of team. They're saying nobody believes in us. We're going out there to prove everybody wrong. And I love that mentality, as you should. Every team should be playing like that in the MLS playoffs. I do think in game 3 in Miami, Miami will take care of business. Messi will step up. He hasn't scored yet in this series. He still has been influential setting up chances. But I think Miami will take this one and it'll set up a great game, whether it's Orlando or Charlotte in the next round.
All right, Sacha Kljestan, thanks for joining us. It's great to talk playoff anything coming out of Charlotte. So we're glad the soccer club is making strides. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thanks, man.